energy only Darren McCarty and Neal Ruhl can give. It's time for Big D Energy, live on Woodward Sports. Join four-time Stanley Cup champion and legendary badass Darren McCarty and the golden voice of Neal Ruhl, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., as they give their takes on all things Detroit sports. The number one midday show in Detroit is on. Welcome to Big D Energy.
Yo, what's going on, buddy? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy.
Big D!
Right here on the Woodward Sports Network. My name is Neal Ruhl. That guy, D-Mac, Darren McCarty here in the house. We have KG. We have Spencer Raxter.
Hello.
We have all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. Spenny, how was the day off, man?
It was good for the most part. So I had some things I had to handle at the bank. Had to get a check drawn up. So I went and did that, and I was like, I'm over there anyways. Worked out there, and so I didn't have to work
Fitness,
out. Planet
over
Fitness.
50 around the Metro Detroit area.
Yep,
Real life application.
Real life application. There's one right by my bank, so I was like, might as well do the workout now, so I can just go home after the show. I didn't just go home. I went to the local establishment on a Tuesday like a degenerate, and I regret it. It was not worth it.
Spenny, look, okay. D-Mac, feel free to chime in as needed as well. Spenny, you're on that arc right now. You're pushing 30.
Yep. I was there.
You're pushing 30.
I had serious anxiety this morning.
Well, see, here's the deal, though, Spenny, and you'll get used to this. You ain't as good as you once was, but you're as good once as you ever was.
That's fair.
And you're going to experience that arc more and more. And sometimes, you get that where you're like, hey, man, I got nothing to do. It just feels right.
Yeah,
let's go ahead and go in. And then when you get in there, you go back to that space.
Yeah.
And you get in there. I'm not blaming you, man.
I'll tell you what. I'm not blaming, because it wasn't even, going to the spot. Because I just went to the spot and had a couple brews and ate some dinner and went home. It's not like I was there doing shots and stuff like that. I blame Ryan Whitney because they got a 30-pack bucket of the Pink Whitney shots. Ooh. And I bought one, and it's just sitting at my house right on the bar cart. So I walk in after a couple brews, feeling good, and that thing's staring at me. I knocked back 3 of them and just kept it going when I got to my house, and that's what did it.
And it happens.
You buried the
there's
lead.
years to this, Spenny. As you learn this, as you get older, here's the one thing, and this is for anybody else out there, right? If you don't lie to yourself on what the repercussions are or what you're entering into, you're gonna do the crime, you got to do the time. Yep. It's like you're always gonna get back here. So if you don't want to get back here, then don't. Just don't lie to yourself that you're never gonna get back to this spot. So what's greater? Looking at the Pink Whitney and having those, right?
Yeah.
And this is a question for everybody individually.
Yep, correct.
Because some days, right, that those Pink Whitneys will be the answer no matter what, and you'll pay the piper no matter what it is.
Exactly, right.
But other days it might be, you know what? I may pick my spot.
There you go.
Pick your spot. And
That's all life is about, baby.
Picking your spot.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
And I
It
picked
takes
the
a
wrong
long time
spot.
to figure that out.
Yeah.
And I picked the wrong spot. But I'm paying for it.
Spenny, I don't know.
But no, see, I think
don't
Neal
think
and
you
I
picked the
will
wrong
say you
spot.
didn't pick the wrong spot because you had to put yourself in that position now as you're
The
entering
execution
towards
was
30.
wrong.
The
Yeah,
execution,
exactly.
There it is.
Yeah. You were that's the right spot. It was. Daytime, feeling good. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
You didn't need the extra.
Yeah,
And once
the
you-
Whitney.
Yep.
Kept it going.
Yeah. And I think as
I was
you,
chasing them with the Sun Cruisers. Is a dangerous
Oh,
cocktail.
man. You was asking for it.
No.
Yeah. But
You
see,
did this to yourself.
Yeah,
being
Right,
young
so
is
let's-
still... No, being young is still accepting that, okay, I realize the punishment that's going to come after that. Getting older is just like, okay, I know I shouldn't do this tonight, and I'm going to stick to that.
Yeah.
There's
Like,
no bounce back.
Yeah.
There's
No bounce back.
there's
100%.
Neal, and on a side note, look at how we watch him evolve, right, and grow up and whatever, not only with his working out and everything else, but now he's even talking about having a little
You had to
candor.
step back.
Right.
I'm
That
telling you,
happened.
I had anxiety. First thing I did when I woke up was check all my texts. I was like, all right, didn't send any risky text. I checked my Amazon cart. I was like, all right, didn't splurge on anything.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Not
And,
good
see,
of a
and
evening.
as D-Mac said, you accept it.
Yeah.
You take the L, and you can't. You're like Michigan basketball. You can't beat everybody by 25 every night.
Yeah.
Nope.
You just
Sometimes
can't.
you got to skate through on the road.
Yep. And you're going to turn the ball over
Yeah.
and stuff like that, which, what did I tell you guys, man? When they don't play well, 17 points off turnovers for Penn State. Oh, but a quarter of the points of the game off. It's the way it's going to be when they don't play well. And they started that game, they were on bullshit. Like I was doing Campy's radio show last night. We had it on the screen, at the spot we were at. And I during the break, I told them, I'm like, see, like they're down, Penn State's winning like 17-12 or whatever. They're throwing passes into the Michigan bench. Like that's their kryptonite. You can't beat everybody by 25 all the time, especially when you've only played on the road, once?
Yeah.
Twice?
Yeah.
Like, true road games, man. They're different. This, D-Mac, divisional road games, it's real. It's real in the NFL. It's real in college basketball. People say that, when I stand up here and talk about it, like, dude, I live it. I go through it. Like, everything is different, man.
It's interesting because to me it shows you the strength of that team. Like, right, to be able to get the Michigan team to be on BS and to be able to still get
Like
that
Spenny.
win, right, and still show up and whatever. It's how you react the next time.
Correct.
What's the lesson? So it'll be interesting to see. So everybody's learning.
Yep.
Just way to go, Spenny. You in Michigan basketball.
They call me Raxel Spendenborg.
Raxter Mara.
Yeah.
But no, that's hey man, it happens. As KG said, you pick your spot. I've told you guys this before. Like I'm the master of the 4-hour vacation.
Yeah.
Like for 4 hours.
Got to maximize your time.
For 4 hours, I'm in, and then when it's over, it's over.
Yeah.
And we move on. Like that's it. So good on you, Spenny.
Thanks.
Not good on you, but good on you.
Thanks. I try.
Chalk
You're
it
getting
up.
better.
I'm just a man.
You're just a man.
Getting better.
Absolutely. Double G21. Spenny, the hangovers get worse as you get older.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
You're learning.
Yeah, I'm feeling hangovers now. My Sundays are normally rough in the morning.
Pete Smith. Baez already in the best shape of his life.
There we
33
go.
more days.
I love it.
33
There we go.
more days.
I love
More on
it.
that later, by the way. Top 5 Wednesday. Top 5 things that get you through winter. And it's weird.
Not the Tigers.
But the baseball thing is weird. All right, so I'll address it later. But yeah, jump into that Woodward Sports super chat. Michael Weary, bye Johnny Mo. We sure won't miss you.
Peace.
But yeah, so does Neal hate Michigan hoops too? No, Neal told you Michigan hoops was going to be good.
Y'all, he is actually very fair about it. It's only Michigan football that he has the ire with. Michigan basketball, he's very respectful of Michigan basketball.
Accountability, biased, potato.
Yes. DNC ENT. Yes. Some breaking news. Ty Simpson declared for the NFL draft. I don't know why he would take the pay. I would never leave college.
Wait. Was he give me a 4th-round pick? Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't you go to
Wherever.
Eastern Kentucky and make $1 million? Like,
I don't get it either. Like I would never take the pay cut. You would have to kick me. I'd apply for a COVID year, another year, a medical year,
Like
a
Trinidad
master's degree.
Chambliss, you try to go back for year 6?
Yeah, 100.
For
I'd be
sure.
there at 28, man.
For sure.
Just banking. D-Mac, if you had it to do over again, would you have played college hockey?
No, it would have been interesting. I don't think today's game I probably wouldn't have played, but it would have been interesting with the way that the rules have changed, and it definitely would bring into the conversation because you could do both, right? You could play OHL and you could play college. And,
Yeah, that's a great question. I never even thought about that.
No, but I mean, for some of like the fringe guys or whatever, maybe take that shot, but have to not only extend their career, but also to get an education and make, a couple dollars now. So it's a different conversation. So can't honestly say it other than I probably wouldn't play hockey.
The air conditioning.
Right?
The air conditioning.
Absolutely.
People asking about us. This is not me talking. This is JMB 1500. So, Spenny, you didn't take home a, quote, torta from the spot.
No torta was pounded
it was
last
the afternoon.
night. Yeah.
Right.
No torta was pounded last night. It was, I'll tell you what, though. I love my roots. I love South Warren, as where I was born
very
and
big in
raised.
South
Right,
Warren. Yeah.
South Ward, baby.
The places around here, like going to the gym or going to a bar around here, I'm like, okay, now I understand why people get money. Because there are just so much more bad bitches everywhere.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I was dropped a beat. That was perfect time to drop a beat.
Josh, Peace.
Real quick, but
Yes,
before we
go
get too
ahead.
far, everything we do on this channel is in a satirical, comedic form.
Yeah.
We do not promote the sexual gratification of others, and we do not promote the violence or the violence upon others in any way. Make sure you smash that like. Make sure you smash that like button. And we are not real. You are not real. This is not real. Don't. My balls was hot.
Yeah, Spenny only does that in his real life, not
Yep.
not in his work life.
Nope. That
but
is-
YouTube, you can't control him in his
Not
real
control
life.
me there.
I don't
YouTube.
think.
No.
Maybe they could. I don't
They
know.
can only hope to contain me.
There it is. Rage-A-Tan in the super chat. Hey, Johnny Mo, what's the shape of Italy? Boot. All right. So that's that.
They funny as hell.
The real cream of wheat. Pretty sure Ty Simpson was there during the Tua Jalen Hurts years too. Josh P. ESPN says Simpson is a top prospect. LOL. No, he's gonna go higher than you think, Spenny.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry. I was laughing at Villain Pride in the Woodward Sports Chat saying, pounding tortas like a Guatemalan grandmother.
Jesus.
That's a good one.
Yes.
But, yeah, no, he'll be you think he'll go first round? No way. I mean, he might.
You might,
Like, that's how quarterbacks do that, which is stupid. But,
because you get the 5th year if he's good.
Exactly.
yeah.
You know,
Look
like
at Shuck.
100%.
Shuck's a dog. I like Tyler Shuck. I honestly do.
Okay, we'll practice for the Lion stuff later. Okay, are you building the franchise around him?
Saints worst to first next year. They're my Panthers.
Oh God.
Saints are my Panthers. Calling it already.
God.
Yeah.
Long shot. Hail Mary. Shuck's going crazy next year.
He's just going for 17 weeks of easy button, rest in peace.
Hey,
That's
pretty
what
much.
he's
I'll tell
doing.
you what, if you put any team on last in the NFC South, they're winning it next year. Like,
That does seem to
That
be the
brings up a
trajectory.
good.
ass.
I'm surprised you had enough money for the bucket of pink Whitneys, all
yeah.
the flowers you put on that Carolina grade.
Hey, I'll
this
tell you
year, how
what.
much money you spend on that.
I did your rest in
that division
peace.
winner ticket hit, though.
Yeah.
And I got all that money right back.
I did your rest in peace in honor of you
Thank you.
Tuesday. I went ahead and did
You
it
did.
for you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And then you got it next week
Never a doubt.
when they get cooked in the playoffs
Or-
by the Rams. Or
they win.
For real, that you
Yeah.
can say after 17 weeks, you go, for real this time. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
So-
Finally.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
You know what though? The Saints actually, Shook will be what they do because of the money situation. Because as I always like to say, you know how they say the cap's not real, and then I present to you the New Orleans Saints, who are $28 million over the cap for
Still.
next year again. Yes.
It's been years of this, by the way.
Yeah. Chase Young is their. They have a $29 million cap hit on Chase Young next year.
Woof.
So all those toys everybody wanted, like
I know.
here it is.
Especially Chase Young. Like,
Between and Cameron Jordan, who is not on the team anymore, is a $19 million cap hit next year. So that's $49 million of cap space between Chase Young and Cam Jordan. So Tyler Shuck is the guy.
He is the
no
guy.
that's what.
that's why they took him in the first round.
And
Yeah.
he's a dog, low key. Like, he looks good.
Yeah, he does look all right.
$2.4
Need to see
million.
more though.
That's what he is. So
Wait,
Yeah,
ain't
so-
Kamara still on the books too?
And
yeah.
what's
yeah.
the most? What's the
$18 million cap.
Yeah, that's
hit.
what I know
a
his shit high.
Their top 3 cap hits: Chase Young, Cam Jordan, who's not on the team, Alvin Kamara. Demario Davis is a $14 million cap hit. He's not on the team anymore. Taysom Hill's a $9.7 million
go.
cap hit. He's not on the
He
team.
a forever Saint.
Where's
He's gonna be on the Saints.
He's
forever.
just 37.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He's a forever Saint.
Yeah,
Thanks.
absolutely.
He's going to end up on the Broncos if he goes anywhere else.
Yeah.
You know, Sean Payton wants his boy back.
Right.
Yeah, so there it is. We're gonna get into the coordinator stuff. I see everybody getting into that. Woodward Sports Super Chat before we ride off to the break. Side list. Are we looking at any weird draft runs like wide receivers in the first that can essentially give the Lions a top 15 pick since we're good on wide receivers?
We're good.
We'll get to that more, I think, like as we roll through the offseason. But there isn't is there a universal number 1 draft pick?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's Mendoza.
But is that like a slam dunk? Like
Well, no.
No,
Can't
but
miss.
he's the number 1 pick.
is there a universal number 2?
Yeah, I think it's Jeff's boy,
Who's that?
Dante
Moore?
Yeah, because you got two. You need the Jets and the Raiders both need quarterbacks, so they're both going to take a quarterback. And then I saw Maui Goa going third, which if I had a
I
top,
was told the Lions should get him.
yeah,
He's not trading it to the top 3.
If I had a top 5 pick, I'd take David Bailey or Malgoa personally. I think they're the 2 best players in the draft.
And that's our Mason Graham-esque, highest floor, all that kind of stuff. Labartney in the super chat. Shout out Spenny KG, Big D Energy. What happens to my super chats that get ignored by Maz in the morning?
Oh,
why is my minimum $4.99 for a super chat? Labartney, just drop it in the regular chat, man.
Yeah.
I'll square you up, bro.
Right.
And it'll be more productive putting it on our show than with Matt.
Oh,
Fair enough.
he says Labotny.
It'll
Talking to me in the
get
chat.
red.
In our defense, JB left early. So.
It's fair.
Like
JB is the master around here. You know that.
you'd say he's the law, a lot like Ben Johnson law.
There
as a
you
matter
go.
of fact.
Elite.
So again, if you have
The lawyer from Landman.
the lawyer from Landman, yeah.
Old man. I thought we were old. All right. Well, never mind.
Hey, look, she's a tough, tenacious trial lawyer.
She is.
Ben Johnson, tough, tenacious trial lawyers. Notice a theme there. Go to venfights.com, whatever your justice is. If it's a settlement, if it's a verdict, because, guys, we're talking about legal proceedings that are going to change the course, alter the course of your life. Yes, this is that big of a decision here. Go no further than venfights.com. Get the fighter. Get Ben Johnson Law. Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Looking to take your relaxation game to the next level? Visit Massage Chair House in Bloomfield Hills, the largest massage chair showroom in the Midwest, featuring top-tier brands like Infinity and Osaki. This is your destination for premium comfort and cutting-edge wellness technology. Experience the difference with Dr. Eric Duncan, the Wellness Doc, and creator of the #1 YouTube channel for massage chair reviews, at the Wellness Doc. Book your visit today at massagechairhouse.com or simply scan the QR code on the screen. Massage Chair House, your ticket to ultimate recovery and relaxation.
All right, we're off and running here. What is today? Wednesday, right? Top 5 Wednesday.
Hump day.
Ruhl, D-Mac, KG, Spencer Raxter, all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. Jump into there. If you want to skip the line, use the super chat. Woodward Sports chat thread. Steve O'Baby. Neal, is there any Pistons Wings talk later? I'm rocking my Pistons hoodie right now. Yes, there is a Pistons thing on the books for the second hour. Stephen A. Smith had some things to say about the Pistons. Dante 151 in the super chat. If Caleb Downs is available for the Lions at pick 17, would you be mad if the Lions take him so you can have someone at corner whenever TA comes back? Dante, sounds uncomfortable. You understand the assignment. Early returns, because we're going to get into the OC stuff, D-Mac. Early returns on the offseason of uncomfortableness are not good. People...
It should be uncomfortable just like the season was.
Right.
It's obviously.
Is it uncomfortable or are we doing the same damn thing?
No, it's...
Because David Blough? I know we're going to get into it.
All right, then let's turn it on. Johnny Morton fired yesterday. As we all know, the news broke yesterday. I think it was during our show, as a matter of fact. But I saw the David Blough. Great job by our social team, by the way, to put together the David Blough highlight reel.
Yeah, man.
And it was like 4 plays.
Shout out
Right.
Trav's the GOAT, dude.
Yeah. So Travis had that locked and ready to go. But D-Mac, I just think can we chat poll this, Spenny? Just for real. David Blough for OC, yes or no? I gotta see this. Just
Are we being serious?
Anybody saying yes better not say shit about Shep. Not a word. Not a peep.
I'll tell you what, I'm not mad at it.
Okay, see, here we go. D-Mac, we're not off to a good start being uncomfortable. Is that fair to say?
Wait a sec. Aren't you uncomfortable if this is a serious consideration?
Here's the OC thing for me. They're not gonna do like the Cliff Kingsbury stuff. Like, I can't see that like working.
We're doing the same thing.
It's standard measurement and metric measurement. You know, like that's the feel. It's kilometers and miles. Like, as far as those.
Can
two
we
guys
break
go.
that? Here's the thing, though. Do you not agree that the longer it goes that they don't announce one, that they are investigating and having these conversations with some of these Cliff Kingsbury guys, the experienced guys? Like, right? The worst thing would be if they named an OC a young guy or a guy to give him a chance this week.
Yeah.
Or next week, right? Like, if it is David Blough, and if he should get consideration, yes. But you have to kick the tires and everything else. And I think that's to see what's out there, because we don't know what's out there. Yes, it makes sense, and yes, X's and O's, but personalities, what motivations and stuff like this. What I want is, if the speculations right now, that's cool, right? Because nothing's been done means that the conversations are being had that need to be had.
Right. And I mean, I can understand that, but I just didn't think that would be the first name announced as to what they're looking at.
It's always going to be the first name out of your building. This is nothing new. It's who would be next in line if it came from within.
But
it's the easiest one to pick.
We keep talking about changes and doing stuff different. Dan Campbell said it at the podium. I want to, there are difficult decisions that have to be made. Why go with something comfortable, especially when it may not be a Cliff Kingsbury? I can get that.
Here's where we differ. I don't think it's serious. Like, you drop a name, cool. Right, you drop Blough's name,
that could be
but I don't
true.
think that you're taking it into that all the consideration, and that's where they're focusing, and you're going. You
don't interview people for no reason, though.
I think he's being seriously considered. I think he should, and I don't think it's a bad idea.
Okay, KG, why the no?
Because
why are you
he doesn't
like
want another young guy?
And
why are you like 86% of the people and you just flat out say no?
All right, so it's not necessarily David Blough himself. I said this on the morning show. It's more of the philosophy.
It's the idea of David Blough.
Exactly. It's a safe pick.
Okay, I get
it's somebody you're
How's it a
comfortable
safe
with.
pick?
And where did we hear this before? John Morton. He was here on the offensive install. He was a big reason why Jared Goff looks the way he looks now. And he was way more experienced. We talk about Dan Campbell being overloaded. This is a first-year guy again. And I just feel like you can't pull a Ben Johnson every time. People are on Kelvin Shepard's head right now for the exact same reason that you're looking at a David Blough. And I didn't expect that to be the very first name that was thrown out in terms of who the Lions are looking at for OC. It could be a smokescreen, and I could be being pretentious. I admit that. But I just don't like the philosophy.
Okay,
I think it's a completely different philosophy than that of Johnny Morton. I think Johnny Morton was the complete opposite of what you're looking at when you look at bringing in a guy like David Blough. David Blough is young. He's got an innovative mind. He's looking to prove himself. He's never done this before.
He was under Cliff Kingsbury for the Kingsbury crowd.
He has drawn plays for Ben Johnson before with the Detroit Lions. When you look at these guys that are getting opportunities at offensive coordinator, the young innovative minds, the good ones, the great ones, the ones that moved on to head coaches, the Kyle Shanahans, the Sean McVays, the Zach Taylors, the Mike McDaniels, the Liam Cohens, the Ben Johnsons, all of those guys were unproven and given a shot by an offensive coach. They were given a shot by a guy to, hey, come in here, be our OC, and we'll see what happens. I think they took the wrong philosophies for the wrong positions the first time through. I would rather have the old crotchety, stubborn guy stuck in his ways as defensive coordinator and a young offensive mind with something to prove as OC, because that's where you get the most creative stuff, and that's where you get the best offenses. It's been proven over the past 10 years. You give these guys shots that were play callers play designers, for a Kyle Shanahan, for a Sean McVay. That's what Zach Taylor did. That's what Kevin O'Connell did. And then you have on top of it backup quarterbacks and stuff like that normally make better coaches because they're studying the game more, because they don't have the natural talent to just skate by. They look at the offense. They're in the film room more than these star quarterbacks outside of like Tom Brady and stuff that are just sickos.
Then why
because they
ain't Mark
have to do it.
Brunell the coach? And I ain't saying you wrong, but at the same
Mark
time,
Brunell's an old fart, dude.
Yeah, and I get that, but it's like Neal said, I don't think we have the time for that. When the Lions are in this position, go get the fucking assassin. Why are we trying to have another first-year guy, and if it fails, we're going to be saying the same shit we were saying this year? We don't have the time.
That's what you do on offense, though. That's not what you do on defense, and that's where I think the Lions drop the ball. You need to bring in a defensive guy who has an established system and has been in the league and seen all the offenses. For offense, you bring in a young, innovative mind. That's what these teams do. That's what the NFL has done, and that has consistently produced head coach caliber guys. Is David Blough going to be that? No, I'm not just staking a flag in David Blough, but that's the philosophy I want them to take, a young, hungry, innovative offensive mind that has something to prove and has ambition. Because if you come into this spot with the Detroit Lions with ambition to be a head coach, and you have the two best, or the best wide receiver tandem in the league, the best running back tandem in the league, a top 5 quarterback, and a top 5 tight end, you're going to put out some damn good offenses. It's not a far shot to say you could put up back-to-back number 1 offenses in the league and then get a head coaching job and say, look, this is how the Lions looked like with Ben Johnson. You bring in an old fart like Johnny Morton, they were down here, you bring me in, and now they're back up to where they were. Again, I don't know if David Blough's that specific name, but the philosophy of David Blough is the one that has worked in the NFL, and I think it's the one the Lions should pursue.
You know what, D-Mac? It's David Blough is the trigger word. You know, in our divided political society,
right.
David Blough is whatever issue pushes you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like David Blough is voter fraud or EV or whatever. You know, whatever political tagline you have. You know, that's David Blough in the sports world right now. Because I think what it is, KG doesn't like the philosophy of it, and Spencer likes the philosophy of it because. And I get both of the whys. I
get them too, and it comes down to in homes we trust.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess, I guess.
We've been preaching to what their direction is. Here's the only, I don't know, bright light to it. It's not the end of the season thing. This has gone on since half the season, so they're smart enough to know we have to get ahead of this. So maybe it was preparatory. Maybe some of these things have been put in place for the last bit of the season. Maybe there's a trial run to different things. I think Spenny brings up a great point about guys who study the game, guys who can pick these plays and have installed in the past different implementations. It seems like this is more the NFL. I think he nailed it when he said you want a young, creative,
and that's where that's
offensive guy, and you want a curmudgeon defensive guy. Like that just seems that is the combination that works. Not all the time, but I'm not mad at KG for being. Come on, look at what we have. We need an adult in the room to do it, which is the sort of the old way. And I'm not knocking it because he could be right. But is this the way? And is it somebody who's familiar with these guys that has been around
that seems to be a factor here,
into the culture of it that knows things that we don't know?
But that might be to our detriment because we sit this season looking at, are they too sentimental? Do you believe in your own guys a little too much? And David Blough, it seems like the comfort
KG,
pick.
I keep
it's
hearing
the safe
that.
pick.
I keep hearing that though. But again, all right, that's an ideal, right? Where everyone's like, are they too sentimental about their own guys? Then I would say to you, what tough move haven't they made, right? Like the guys they've signed.
They all deserve to be signed.
I know, and I hate that shit when someone's like, we just likes his own guys.
Well,
yeah, I like all pros too.
I mean, yeah, there are a couple instances though, like Levi Onwuzurike did not need to be signed. Marcus Davenport, Emmanuel Mosley, those guys did need to be signed.
No, and I get that.
That part.
And the only way you can shed that is like, okay, like enough,
clean
right?
the hands,
Enough, like the contracts are over, like enough, you know, and that's something that I got to see, and that goes back to the uncomfortable, being uncomfortable. There's some points I want to make with this too, so we're gonna roll this one over here. Woodward Sports chat thread, by the way, super chat, Rando Smalls. If Cliff Kingsbury is brought in, the whole offense changes. And that's fair. And like, look, he's not married to the name. He's just more about the philosophy. I can relate the material. You guys know I was not an Akil Baddoo fan. Right?
Akil Baddoo, what are you doing in my car?
Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah. What are you doing in my organization? You know, that was my thing. It wasn't Akil Baddoo. Nice enough guy, I'm sure. You know, tried hard, all that kind of stuff.
Got another contract.
Wasn't quite a major league player, right?
Yeah.
It was the philosophy of Akil Baddoo.
The Quentin Berries.
Yeah, bingo.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Jace Young might be trending that way. You know what I'm saying?
I wish Chase Young was Quentin Berry or Akil.
For real.
We could get a good month out of him, I'd be happy.
Right. But, you know, it's the idea. It's the philosophy of Akil Baddoo. Send him down, bring him up. Send him down, bring him up. Hey, we've reached a deal with Akil Baddoo. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here? So, you know, 100% I get it. Woodward Sports Super Chat. Let me clean these up here and roll through them. Michael Weary. Blough might turn out as a great OC because he sucked as a quarterback. Remember, those who can't do, teach, LOL.
And when I look at, I know this is a crazy long shot, but you talk about great offensive minds, and you talk about the best offensive minds in football, and you remember the room that Kyle Shanahan had under him in Washington, where it was Mike McDaniel, it was Matt LaFleur, it was Sean McVay, and it was somebody else. And, like, who's to say that Ben Johnson, who is showing he is equally as good of an offensive mind as Kyle Shanahan, didn't have that in Detroit with Tanner Engstrand and with David Blough and with maybe a JT Barrett. Obviously, it's just – this is a fucking dart throw. But
JT Barrett's the one that drew up all the trick plays, from my understanding.
And that's what it is. And that's when it gets uncomfortable, because now in the league you're running to try to get that. Because you can't wait for it to fall in your lap. You can't wait for a Sean McVay to be
Especially
there. You're trying to
team.
find the next Sean McVay.
Yeah.
And that might take a swing at a guy like David Blough. But again, not him specifically, but the idea.
The idea.
I would feel more comfortable.
I want to take the politicalness out of it. I want to take David Blough, immigration,
and once again,
voter fraud.
This is not an indictment on him, or he could be a really good offensive mind. I would feel more comfortable if I had seen it already.
That's fair.
That's really my problem.
We'll talk about that when we come back from the break. Planet Fitness, everyone, we're live at the Planet Fitness Studios. I'll be there this afternoon, as a matter of fact. Spenny talked about it. He wasn't at his usual Planet Fitness, but he was by one.
No, it's the old one over on Van Dyke.
Yeah, there you go. 12 in Van Dyke.
Oh, yeah.
I come through there every now and then. You know, I go back to the roots over there. But no, Planet Fitness Black Card. It's just $24.99 a month. You get access to every Planet Fitness in the world. And wherever you are, wherever that Planet Fitness is, that's where you can go work out, hit the facilities, get that workout done, take a shower, sparkling clean locker rooms, all of it. And Planet Fitness is all there for you guys. I'm telling you, I've been a member there going on 4 years. I'll never be a member at another gym. It's Planet Fitness for me forever, guys. PlanetFitness.com, or just pull in the parking lot. Planet Fitness, don't pay more money to lift the same weights.
What about Art and Jake's?
Art and Jake's, you guys already know what it is. No better place to catch the action than Art and Jake's. 6 locations in Michigan. Enjoy wall-to-wall coverage, 80 televisions, 22 draft beers on tap, a menu stacked with the fan favorites like the wings, the wraps, the signature fairway burgers. Don't forget the weekly specials, Rib Night Mondays, fajitas and margaritas Wednesday. Download the Art and Jake's app, join the Art and Jake's fan club, make every game day a win with Art and Jake's.
Like a frostbite straight from the divine. Cold rush on my skin feels so fine. Muscle freeze, the ache. No side effects, no mistake. Chill Sub-Zero, icy and true. Feel the chill. It's all for you. It's not magic, just science play. Chill Sub-Zero.
Get ready for the ultimate sports experience. Join former University of Michigan star and NFL sensation Braylon Edwards alongside the charismatic Shep.
Braylon Edwards, touchdown Michigan!
As they break down the latest in sports like never before. Tune into the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m. only on the Woodward Sports Network. Don't miss out on hot topics, insider insights, and the banter that keeps you coming back for more. Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts Woodward Sports.
Let's face it, no matter what we do, we all have aches and pains that we deal with on a daily basis. Providing you with reliable relief so that you can live your best life is what Chill Medicated is here to do. Chill Medicated's line of topical products are non-transdermal, meaning it does not get you high, making it the perfect fit for all-day use in any environment. Find reliable relief where it matters most. Pain may be inevitable, but suffering is not. Try it today at chillmedicatedcbd.com.
What about Sun Cruisers?
You guys already know how I feel about Sun Cruisers, man. Elite, 4.5% alcohol, just 100 calories, just 1 gram of sugar. Boom, boom, boom. Checks all the boxes, everyone. Drink them all through the winter. They stay in the fridge at home. They're awesome. Real iced tea, real vodka. I'm telling you, if you have not tried them yet, get like everybody else and give them a spin. You'll never go back, everybody. I'm telling you. Sun Cruiser, power partner of the Detroit Lions. All right, back at it. Big D Energy, Neal, Ruhl, Darren, McCarty, KG, Spencer Raxter, all of you in the Woodward Sports chat. I'll get to as many of you as I can. Everyone's popping off right now. We're talking an offensive coordinator. Just some cleanup on some NFL news. This is all per Adam Schefter. Pete Thamel reporting as well. Ohio State wide receiver Carnell Tate's leaving school early. He's projected to be a top 10 pick, even with his 51 catches for 875 yards. So there is that. Good for Michigan fans, right? For him to be leaving. Right, KG?
Yeah. Nah, I'm playing.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes. The Atlanta Falcons are going to interview Panthers Executive Vice President Brandon Tillis for their president of football job, per source. Mike Disner's supposed to be in the mix for that position as well for Atlanta. Let me see. Passing game coordinator of the Broncos, Davis Webb, is interviewing for the Raiders job. The Giants are interviewing Mike McCarthy for their job.
Boy, I hope that happens.
What else did we have here? Adam Schefter. Browns offensive coordinator Tommy Rees is interviewing Thursday for the Browns job. Raheem Morris has confirmed interviews next week with the Cardinals, Giants, and Titans for their head coaching job as well. So the dream may be dying for the Raheem Morris for DC.
More of a Rooney Rule situation because I don't know if he gets another head coaching job. He's already fucked up twice.
Yeah.
I think it could be like a Todd Bowles scenario where he goes to a good team, maybe wins the Super Bowl there as DC, and then gets another job.
Then gets another job. Yeah. All right, some super chats here to clean up as well. Let me see, where did we leave off here? Ryan's reaction: Blough is the most SOL hire possible.
Why?
I ain't going that far, but we just don't know.
Just because he was here when they were SOL.
Michael Weary, guys.
He's been under Ben Johnson. He's been under Cliff Kingsbury, the guys that you want. He, like I said, he designed plays for Ben Johnson. I mean, again, I don't love him, but it's not. If he didn't play for the Lions, would you guys be saying the same thing?
No, they would just go by what everyone says about it. Michael Weary, guys. Ben Johnson wasn't unproven. Just a thought. What if I told you? Like in terms of coaching, if somebody was an assistant quarterback's coach and then was made an OC, or if it was a tight ends coach and a passing game coordinator that was made an OC, because one's David Blough and one's Ben Johnson.
Yeah, no, I get it.
That's.
But once again, he is a first-time play caller, or will be a first-time play caller if that happens, and I just don't know if that's where we need to be. That's all.
Sideless. I was in preschool when David Blough was born.
Shout out.
Gosh dang. That's fair. James Koskid Camps in the Super Duper chat. Seriously consider John Gruden for OC. Super Bowl win, Campbell guy, can alleviate head coach pressure. He visited the team last year. John Gruden's not coming back to be a coordinator.
No.
Sorry, man.
Why would he?
Yeah. It just.
And that would be alphas.
Yeah.
That's the alpha. I'm not as worried for a Cliff Kingsbury type guy to be able to fall into this system. It's you get two alphas out there. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Michael Weary, KG, didn't we see Ben Johnson first, and how did that turn out? And that's that's
y'all wasn't singing that tune a week ago though.
Yeah.
It's I want the most proven, experienced guy. We can't do that. Like, come on. That's all.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Screwball staying 26. Neal, the David Blough possibility argument of being under these great coaches reminds me too much of the Lions getting Kitna because he played under Carson Palmer. All right, so here's the deal.
We were talking about John Kitna on the heavyweights yesterday, too.
Yeah, shout out.
In what fashion?
He's not Dan Orlovsky. Like, Kitna wasn't awful.
He definitely wasn't Orlovsky.
Yes, didn't he had a 5,000-yard season, didn't he?
Yeah.
He wasn't awful. I mean, he was better for the Cowboys than he was for us, but I'm like, I don't know. He wasn't good, obviously. He wasn't like a good quarterback, but he wasn't Dan Orlovsky. That's what we were saying, basically.
I know he had a 4,000-yard season. He slung it a couple
He
of
was
years.
Brett Favre without the talent.
I was more of a Sean Hill guy, but
Oh yeah, Sean Hill, the greatest backup,
Yeah,
the greatest Lions backup.
Remember
ever.
that used to be the discussion, D-Mac?
oh yeah.
Sean
Hill, John Kitna.
It was, man.
Wow,
Look
bro.
where we came from.
Ain't that the
John
truth?
Kitna had back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons with the Lions.
Yeah, but I mean, Sean had compared it to the Brad Osmond situation. I think that's a way more closer comparison. You got all this offensive talent. It already kind of failed with an older guy. You get this young guy in here, great offensive mind, supposed to elevate the team, and he could crash the Ferrari.
I think, D-Mac, I'm leaning more towards Spenny's philosophy in that, you know who I don't want? I don't want Brian Dable.
Yeah.
I don't want a guy that's
Mike
got
McCarthy.
I don't want Mike
Yeah,
McCarthy.
right.
I don't want guys that have gotten cooked somewhere else. So you know what? Given Brian Dable or David Blough, 100% David Blough for me. 100%, man. I don't want to see the recycled dudes that were failures. I don't want to see it, D-Mac.
How well does David Blough know this offense? How does he know
I'm
the
sure it's
system and
changed since he's been here.
he knows the offense because he implements it or he's part of the meetings and stuff like this and the personnel and the players and being there. This might be prepare yourself because this might be the way that they're doing it because of what Spenny says. I agree.
The more we talk it through, the more I like it.
Yeah.
But it depends, right? You don't want the old curmudgeon, but if there is, I want them to kick the tires and have the conversations to see where Cliff Kingsbury and some of these younger guys that might want another shot at coaching that might need this as a stepping stone that can help your offense. But again, they've proven before that it's going to come from within. So it doesn't bother me as much because David Blough knows this personnel.
What do you think are the chances of this from poor Daryl in the super chat? Decent chance Dan Campbell keeps the play calling, just looking for a play designer. He ain't going on the hot seat, leaving this offense in someone else's hands. And poor Daryl, that's more of a factor than I think people would like to realize.
I agree.
I honest to God believe that.
I don't want to see him bring in a guy that's not calling plays.
Somebody else had some words about the Gruden stuff. Stop with this John Gruden talk and lay off the meth. I feel like that's a little aggressive. But I mean,
And
I get the sentiment.
before we go to break, John Kitna did have back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons with the Lions.
yeah.
But there was also back-to-back 20 interception seasons. So,
Jesus.
play with fire, die with fire.
Wow.
Unless you're Goff.
Unless you're Goff.
All right, that's fair. Combat Legs Vid. So you're trying to convince the fan base that Blough is deader, or that David Blough is better than Dayball.
We don't know.
Yeah, no. Am I convincing you of that? No.
Yeah.
I'm saying my philosophy that I would rather do. I don't want guys that have continually gotten fired.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I get
like,
that.
That were a disaster.
Yeah.
They were a disaster over there, man.
I'm just scared of the unknown, and I can admit that. I'm scared of the unknown.
And they've done it before.
Yeah, but you can't do it every time.
Well, you can't keep hiring guys that have gotten gassed every time either.
I understand, but people, like I said, you crucifying Kelvin Shepard for the same exact reason. So I'm just saying, I don't know, with the state of the Lions offense and where they're at now, do you want to have a first-time guy again?
Lester White, Dayball failed to Cleveland, Kansas City, ruined Daniel Jones. He only had success in Buffalo with Superman.
Josh Allen Merchant for sure.
See what I'm saying? Like the case is stacking up.
Yeah.
Is it not?
Yeah.
Like I'm not interested in him. Sorry guys, I'm not. Where are we going with the breaks, Benny?
Tell us about. I'll tell you about BlackRock. Listen,
Yeah.
go to BlackRockRestaurants.com to find a store near you. They got a ton of locations around Michigan, and they got a brand new menu. They've got these Cajun steak bites come out in a sizzling pan. It is delicious. Crab stuffed portobellos with hollandaise over top, insane, and a 25-ounce Enforcer sirloin, courtesy of our own Darren McCarty. So make sure you go check it out. Any BlackRock near you, BlackRock Restaurants, mention Woodward Sports, and get some of the bill chopped down on us. It's BlackRock.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Neal Ruhl here for Jack's Car Wash. And look, guys, hey, it's raining again. That's weird. But anyway, probably going to need to get that car wash. If you get your car wash, say, about twice a month, you need to go to jackscarwash.com and take a look at the subscription packages. For roughly the cost of a couple car washes per month, you can have it unlimited. You can have the Russ Wilson plan. Unlimited Jack's Car Wash. There's one right across the street here. There's another one a couple miles down the road. There's over 40 Jack's
Nothing
Car
dangerous
Wash.
about Jack's.
No, what's that?
Nothing dangerous about Jack's.
No, it's just unlimited. That's
Unlimited.
it. And they won't do lunges if you're flying across the ocean either. They won't be up and down the aisle doing lunges. But they'll keep your car clean, though. And again, go to jackscarwash.com. Get the free vacuums, free compressed air, free mat cleaning rooms, the hand towel drying service. There's 8 full-service locations where they do the inside and the outside of your car. Give it a spin for free, everyone. Take out your phone. Text WSN to 888-522-1729. jackscarwash.com. Back at it, Big D Energy, Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, KG, Spencer Raxter, all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. Any day now, we'll be cracking that 100,000 subscriber
I think
list.
we're like 300 away.
Yeah.
But we're closing in.
We're closing in fast. Sideless in the super chat. Jump into there, get your thoughts out there. If you want to skip the line, use the super chat. Sideless, man, I remember in 2010, the water cooler talk for Lions fans. They wanted to trade away Stafford and keep Sean Hill as the starter. Oh, how nothing changes.
I know, right?
Mac Walker Jr. I'm with KG, no first-timers. So we did the poll. David Blough, yes or no? What was it? Was 84% no?
Yeah, not great for the Blouster.
No. How about this then? Can we try it this way? First-time OC or experienced OC? What do the people want? And you guys think when you answer, because what's your candidate that you like?
Johnny Morton was an experienced.
He was very experienced. Almost too experienced.
Yeah, absolutely. Woodward Sports chat thread. Ed Catalyst. Coaches should show success with the talent they're given. But D-Mac, I mean, the bottom line is this. I think it comes down to your philosophy. And do you want that proven name? Do you want the young hot shot, the up and comer, I'll say this, D-Mac, and I think you'll probably be with me on this. If they do go with David Blough, then he knows more than I think we give him credit for.
That's what it is, right? Exactly, because he's been there and he knows the guys and he knows the system and where they're at. And like, don't get it twisted. I think that if there's somebody better that they can get, that they think philosophy-wise could be there, but just be prepared. I guess just be prepared that why they're giving them serious consideration is because he might not be their number one right out of the gate, but he's on their list because he's the familiarity. That's what do we know with this team? That's a big thing.
Yeah.
With Dan Campbell and the culture and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, it doesn't bother me as much as maybe I think initially it
I think you and I are in the exact same camp.
and I think Spenny brought it around of what are we seeing the evolution of this league being, right? You know, you were bringing up about Adam Schefter and Coach Davis Webb. That's a former quarterback. I mean, these are all like backup guys at cup of coffees, but they know the systems and been around and working under Ben Johnson too. So you got the best of everything that's been there. It's just they deem it's his opportunity. Then for all of us that said in homes we trust, this is another one where you don't get to choose. You have to trust. And the bottom line is I trust that they are kicking the tires. Like they're having the conversations with the guys like a Cliff Kingsbury to see if there's an interest there. But motivations from other people aren't your motivations.
Right. No, I get that. I just don't want it to be a situation in which it has to be the culture over everything. We keep getting touted that, this grit, this Lions culture, it's a great thing to be a part of. Not everybody can play and coach for us. All that's fine. But if your culture is so strong, I don't want you to be afraid of taking a chance on somebody you may not have thought could fit your culture. Because if it's so strong, then they should conform to you. That's how I feel.
Is it that they're afraid, KG, or is it that they're not interested?
Well, it's hard to tell the difference.
Yeah.
Because they've never, took the... I can see if they tried it and it didn't work. They've never attempted it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe are they not... maybe have we spent this last show and a half, talking about Cliff Kingsbury and Brian Dable, just wasting our,
But as a smart organization, why wouldn't you be interested? I just don't. These are some of the bigger names on the market. You should at least, take a look. And not to say that they haven't, but this should be serious consideration for a guy of a Cliff Kingsbury type ilk if you're in the Super Bowl window.
KCB, better tell your incompetent GM to go get some defense. So there's that out there as well. Colonel Ludlow, here's something to consider. Are you hiring your OC for a Super Bowl run this next season? Should you care about length of tenure? I think what we've learned, as Lions fans, you can't be concerned with length of tenure because when you win, they're going.
Yeah.
We've seen it. We saw it happen to us twice last year, in the span of a couple months. So, D-Mac, I don't think that you... But then again, to play devil's advocate, if that's what it is, if you're saying, all right, we're banking on winning the Super Bowl next year, do you go with the more veteran? But then again, also too, we haven't seen data that they're interested in that.
I don't think you can play it like that. I think you have to get your guy. Like you can't be like, oh, we're getting a veteran because we want to feel more insulated because we're going for a Super Bowl, or we're not.
They're not players.
No,
right?
You have to go get the guy that you think is the best offensive mind on the market, not what you think you're going to do based on what you want to do next year. No, you got to get the guy that you believe in. And it's probably not David Blough, but I'm just saying, you can't play it like, oh, maybe we won't get to the Super Bowl next year, so we'll try to develop something. No, get the guy you think is best for the job, no matter what.
People forget too, D-Mac, was it last year? The Seahawks interviewed Hank Fraley as their offensive coordinator job.
They did.
Names get thrown around all the time, and especially the David Blough thing. Initially, when I heard it, I thought they're doing this.
You thought blasphemy.
Well, they're doing it to do him a solid. You get your name out there. Schefter tweets about you. You know what I'm saying?
But if it were any other team but the Lions, maybe I would feel that way. But it's the Lions, man. They do stuff like this. They like to feel comfortable. They have always taken the safe route.
So okay, the chat poll right now. What would you rather have? 71% say a veteran OC. So you guys wouldn't have wanted Ben Johnson then. That's my point. So you would have said no to Ben Johnson. Right?
Yeah, but we have case in points on the other side too. I do understand that, but I don't know, man. We've never been in these waters, so it's hard to really say the direction that they should go. They've never really been to this spot, and it's very important because you can't afford to pull the trigger on the wrong guy again.
Danny G in the chat. I want a first timer, but not David Blough.
David Blough. Dude, where's the blue?
Where's the blow, man?
That wasn't nice.
Yeah. Combat legs. So, Neal, do you want Blough or not? I have warmed up to it a lot over the course of the last 12 to 15 hours. I will say it like that.
Y'all made me feel better about it.
Yeah.
I'll say that, talking it out. But
I'll tell you this, Combat legs. Okay, well then let me retort. If it's Brian Dable or David Blough, I'm 1,000,000% David Blough. 1,000,000%.
I hear you.
You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
I think in the room, David Blough would be a better fit than Cliff Kingsbury. Like, in the room.
No, I get that.
Like oil and water type stuff.
And we don't have to go to break. We somehow, like,
Played from the front.
We played from the front, yeah. So
Okay.
we can run that Dan Campbell video and get into that now if you want.
Yeah.
Because John Morton's gone, and I don't think Kelvin Shepard's going to be on that list of guys that are going to get axed, but I think there's going to be more turnover in the Lions
Really?
coaching staff. I do.
Well, let me hear what Dan Campbell had to say about it.
Think about tearing it down and doing different things.
Well, I want to, first of all, I don't want to make any decisions that I'm not prepared to really think through. So I'm going to need a little bit here. I'm going to need a few days to really think about this and deep dive some areas. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Whatever is best for this team, I'm going to do. What I believe is best for this team, I will do. I think as far as doing things, some of it is a little bit like, I want to get back to some of the things we were doing a couple of years ago, and what I say and what I mean by that is just getting back to a little bit of what we did at the ground level, man. Just a little bit of the way we train, the way we go about things. This is going to be a good training camp for us. We're going to go back and really sharpen the sword a little bit. Just, and I know that's a ways off, but I think that's the big thing.
So, D-Mac, and this is simple, and this is something that the flagship would do, but sometimes they're right. All right? So sometimes they're right. I don't want to say they got high on their own supply, but like
That's what it feels like.
When
their
he
shit
said,
not
when,
stink.
when
that's
he
what,
says
that's
that,
pretty much what he
he's
told.
saying.
He told you that he let it get
let
a
it slip
little.
a little.
He let it get a little bit bigger or away from the basics that got him there to go back to it, and that was his learning.
Did you ever have that happen around you?
Oh yeah, yeah, always. Yes, it's part of learning, right? And sometimes a lot of us me, prosperity,
Yeah.
right, where it gets a little bit bigger and you need to bring it back down. Yeah, that what he just said at the end about sharpening the spear and training camp and getting back, I think it just, here's the example, right? As they got better, there's more media around, right? There's more other things around than it is when you're a 4-12 team or when you're finding your way. Not everybody wants to talk to you or take away your time from what you're focusing on to get better. I think that managing all the extras also, right, it is that of balancing that to get your team to stay on point. There's no question the injuries, right? That's the number one. The availability and the injuries was the number one. But what he's talking about, the execution and some of the things, not only in the coaching and decisions, but in the pre-snap penalties and the undisciplined or whatever else. That wasn't 100% the team that he wanted to put out there. So, and he's taking responsibility, and it starts back in training camp. So, that's self-awareness. What are you going to do? How can you not until you know? It's like a lot of the stuff we were talking about Spenny about in the first segment about being out at the bar, right? Unless you're not supposed to come home, take those 3, Whitneys and some Sun Cruisers and stuff like that. Like next time, then it will be fine. And maybe it's the way that he trains them or pushes them or physical they are or lack of physical they are, whatever it is. But to me, that's a coach that has self-awareness of where he can get better.
And by the way, too, I talked about the fact because I saw it, and I'm surprised it actually took this long. Art Vandelay, our whole coaching room was getting interviewed before that Washington game last year. The Broncos QB coach is getting interviewed this week. You know, like, this is the timeline of when it happens, everybody.
Yeah.
And there will be more names of coaches that are still coaching that are going to interview for jobs. Some will be on the team that wins. Some will be on the team that loses.
Yep.
So, you know, so the one that wins, before it happens, everyone, the team that wins, they weren't distracted, but the team that lost did.
Of
Their
course.
coaches were, right? That's how it works?
That's how it
Okay,
is.
perfect. I just wanted to get the
They'll
ground
throw
rules.
the game, but the other team just wanted it more.
Yeah, right, and he was more focused,
Yep.
and he was able
Right.
to shut it out. So, okay. I'm glad that for the most part we've gotten off that one. But yeah, so no, but for me, D-Mac, I think you're right in that just the way he said it. Like, he almost said, like, I want to get back to the roots. Like, he's gonna be Rocky. He's not gonna train in the gym.
Oh man,
you know he's gonna
chasing the chicken and stuff. Come on.
Right, he's gonna run on the mountains. You know, like he's gonna pull the sled in
You're
Russia. Like, and like obviously we're joking around and stuff like that. But I wonder about that, man. Did it get too big? Did all of it get too big?
It's not like it's just to tighten it up, right? To prepare himself better. It's like your workout routine, right? If you're gonna go and your main thing is to run for an hour and do weights for 30 minutes. Well, you know, before, remember when you first started, you stretched.
Right.
Right now things are going because you're coming from here, coming from there. You're going to get on the treadmill and you're going to do it, but you didn't stretch. And then you're wondering later on, you know, not now, but down the road, why are you a little stiff, or why is it harder to do that? Well, you didn't stick to your program.
That's
right,
true.
to get like loosened up and stuff like that. So it's not like you failed or you got too big. It's just that the way that you governed it, you didn't stay on top of it the way it is. And that you're looking for answers, right, of what you can do better, and it can tighten it up. A lot of times with this is when you hear that too, is that like he got too nice. Right, he got too cordial with everything, being accommodating. I think that what I saw is him say that I'm gonna be a little less accommodating and I'm a little bit more focused on the needs, because I can't, and that's not a bad thing, because I can't service you fully and service this. This has to be a priority. I'm gonna service this, and I'm gonna give you, instead of the 20%, sorry, you're only gonna get 10%, because I need that extra 10 to focus on what I need to do. And look at where he's coming from, right? This is second time in his tenure he's had to fire his offensive coordinator and take over the play calls. That's too much. We don't want, I mean, like, he looks like stressed out from overwork. He needs somebody to come in, whether it's a young guy or whether it's an experienced guy, whoever that is, to work together, because we need Dan coaching, overseeing everything, and we need competent individuals at your offensive coordinator position to be able to know the players and work this thing through. So I think that's just, a lot of it is just self-awareness to what he needs to do, and I like it.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Nick Pancone. No, Neal, the stakes weren't as high as what they were when they hired Ben.
That is true.
A. Green, go get a proven guy. Our window is open right now. Shout out to Kong Dong Along.
Yeah.
Wait,
Hell of a
what?
name.
Gong dong along.
I was waiting for this one, and Kong Dong Along delivered it.
Shout out.
Remember Jim Bob Cooter?
Oh,
I'll take
yeah.
more experience. I was waiting for a Jim Bob Cooter read.
Right, JVC.
What's he doing these days?
He's still getting checked somewhere. I know it. Let me see.
He's probably like a
Jim
passing
Bob.
game analyst
he
somewhere.
was-
Jim.
I'm pretty sure he was offensive coordinator somewhere.
Is he? That would be dope, man.
He is, yeah, he's the Colts offensive coordinator. So
Holy shit.
pretty fucking good this year.
Holy shit.
Till Danny Dimes went down.
Yeah, until
JBC.
JVC.
He was
man.
he was Jacksonville's passing game coordinator in 2022.
Just left the east side of the JBC.
Yeah.
Woodward Sports Super Chat. Let me see. Brendan, I'm more worried about Haley, the offensive line coach, leaving us. Drank in my two-step in the super chat. Veteran for game plans beyond the first half. We have a problem with making in-game adjustments.
Oh, my God. If you want to say that, amen to that. That is the most glaring. Our halftime adjustments, if you look back to where we got owned this year,
Not great.
like that is ridiculous. I think that is the most
I feel like it's
poignant.
more on the DC, as far
That's
as
the
that stuff.
Okay, well, whatever it is, that is the glaring of every team adjusted. Oops.
Oh, yeah.
Every team adjusted and in that against us. So that's got to be. And if it is a DC, then that needs to be addressed.
Brett play game in the super chat. Ben Johnson seems to be a generational talent. It's a bit silly to reference his success as a reason to consider an unproven
I mean,
OC.
okay, yeah, like you're right. Ben Johnson, if you don't want that one example of an unproven guy given the offensive coordinator role and being good, okay, you don't have to take that one. But then you could do Kevin O'Connell, you could do Liam Cohen, you could do Sean McDermott, or you could do Mike McDaniels, you could do Kevin Matt LaFleur, you could do any of those guys. Like that's what happens. Liam Cohen,
Okay, like people want to do this, right? Then I'll just keep it in house. What was Anthony Lynn?
An old veteran,
established guy, a former head coach,
and a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it happens.
What was Johnny Morton?
Johnny Morton was an established guy. He's been in the league for a while. He only
Coach
had the
college
1
and
year,
pros.
but yeah.
So we're 1 for 3. What was the one?
The young
The
mind
young
that
guy.
he
And
gave
who
a
were the
chance
two
to.
misses?
The old veterans.
Older guys.
You know what I'm saying? And again, yes, I'll stand right in front of this camera right now. If you're going to talk about a Brian Dable or somebody who struggled other places, then give me David Blough 100 times out of 100. It goes back to what Spencer said before, man. This is the way that it goes now. Look no further than in-house.
Yeah.
Anthony Lynn, Johnny Morton,
Nope.
Ben Johnson. Ding, ding, ding. Like, guys, that's where I am with it, too. This is the way the league goes. You look around the league. You see everybody and where they're at their coordinator spots. Look around you, and you see how it works now. If that's who they roll with,
But I feel like
then
if you
I'll
have
ride
that,
with it.
if you have that sentiment, then you have to chill on Kelvin Shepard and give him the time to grow. It's not like he was bad all year long. Injuries play a factor. Most of the injuries were on defense.
Yeah, in the secondary. In the secondary, yes. And the offensive line.
Yeah.
In the offensive line.
But the majority are defensive injuries.
Michael Weary. Dan Campbell is leaning towards Blough. I feel it.
I just think it's interesting that was the first name thrown out. That's all.
Sergatic in the super chat. I feel we should give Mark Brunell for OC. You haven't heard a word about him.
Some guys just aren't play callers.
Yeah, but I don't
it's,
think.
you know.
Do you get? Have you ever got the feeling that Brunel wanted an OC job?
No.
I think he likes where he is.
He might.
I think he
think-
likes being the quarterback whisperer.
Me and Easy talked about it yesterday. Like, if Brunell gets another job or gets a different job, it'd probably be a head coach before offensive coordinator.
Yeah, something like that as leadership
Yep.
to whatever being around to commandeer the whole.
You know what I think it is, too, with what might be with Brunell? Because we've never heard a push for it before.
No.
Some guys get done playing, and they can't let go of the lifestyle. So they love the game. They love the camaraderie
being
of the
around
game.
it.
They love being around it.
Staying
and all
scouting,
that.
they
Stay-
say,
yeah,
and
staying
we got
in
a
the film,
whole
all that kind
ton
of
of
stuff.
them working for the Redwoods.
Yeah, like Brunell, Brunell made tens of millions of dollars
Yeah, he
as
did.
had a lot of success playing quarterback in this league. Still bitter about him costing me a fantasy football championship on a week that he threw 5 interceptions, but because
He
he
beat
threw
John
400
Elway
yards,
in the playoffs.
Yeah, he did. Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Great documentary, by the way. Watch Elway on Netflix. It's
Right.
really good.
Yeah, I'll
He
have to
walks
keep
so
that
Trevor
one.
can run.
For his life.
Right. Yeah, for his
But, he might be one of those guys that just likes being around it, man. And once he stopped playing, still wanted to be around it. It could be that way. I don't know. Really, Mr. Biggs, if Blough can bring in his brother-in-law, then I'm down. Shane Daniel, hey, Spenny, is Stefanski still your number one option?
I mean, yeah, if he was there, but he's not. He's going to be a head coach.
It seems that way.
Yeah, he's
2-time coach of the year.
Yeah.
It seems that way. I would love if he wanted to do that though. Hell yeah, I have him as my second option.
Yeah, I would love that for sure. But he's going to be a head coach.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't know.
Unfortunately.
I would imagine the contract's all guaranteed in the pros. I don't know if there's offset language or anything like that. If I'm Stefanski, and I'm a good coach, and I think I'm a good coach, I'm not.
Settle.
I'll just sit it out.
Yeah, don't settle.
I'm not
Don't
going to be
settle.
a coordinator.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you feel
Like
about that.
like Vrabel. Vrabel took a gap year, and then he got the best job on the market with the Patriots.
He did.
Yeah, I think that there's certain guys that sort of hold their own power.
Yeah.
And that we all agree. Do we all agree he's a good coach?
Absolutely.
And he had whatever like that, so he can sit back. You look financially, does he need it? No, he can sit back and wait and do it. What you find with these guys, probably go coaches. How old is his kids?
Yeah.
Go coach his high school for a year.
Right.
Or if he needs to be around the game. But
If
I mean,
I'm
when you expect, if you were Kevin Stefanski with what you went through in Cleveland or whatever, that you might be taking on a Cliff Kingsbury Thailand trip.
You could very well could.
Real shit. Yeah.
If I'm Stefanski, the only job I'm jumping at is Baltimore, maybe New York. But I like John Harbaugh to New York personally. I think that's a perfect fit.
That would be smarter.
But-
they interviewing Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
But if I'm Stefanski, like next year, you got to think Pittsburgh might be open, Tampa Bay might be open. Who knows what happens with Buffalo? Maybe that job's open.
McDermott, if they lose in the playoffs, McDermott's out of there.
Yeah.
I feel that this year.
So I think there are going to be some pretty juicy jobs coming up pretty soon. If I'm Stefanski, I'm holding out unless Baltimore gives you a bag. Then I go to Baltimore for sure.
That's fair. No, 100% that's fair. All right, I did want to Jaruxel in the super chat. I think the other thing we should ask ourselves is who will Blough bring in to fill out his staff? Are we running back Hank as the run game coordinator? And he also said, I'm just saying at least with an established guy, they have more connections in the league to bring them in as part of their staff.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That is a fair point.
No, it 100%. It's
Yeah. There's no wrong answers here, I feel like.
Yeah.
When
I
we
know.
discuss this.
They just got to get
But
it right.
you
and
can't make the wrong decision.
and we
Here
won't
go.
know till October.
Yeah.
Right. But you cannot make the wrong decision. Like,
Facts.
that is not an option. So,
Yeah. Really, Mr. Biggs, I heard David Blough all over that Dan Campbell soundbite. So.
That's. I wouldn't hate it. I'll just say that. I would give it time. He would have to hit, but I wouldn't hate it.
Let's talk about Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning. KG knows he was having some furnace issues. Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning showed up on the spot. Boom, his problems went away just like magic. Well, there is no magic because they've been in the game for over 42 years, making families comfortable and safe during the entire time. Check out their new website, SharonsHeating.com. If you know you are on the brink or you know it's coming soon, furnace, water heaters, all of that stuff, go to their website and take a look. I need to do that as a matter of fact. The water heater might be. It might be getting to that time. So I got to go to SharonsHeating.com, take a look at the quotes, take a look at the financing options, all of it out there. Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning, one stop. KG, you liked it, right?
oh, loved it.
There
Can't
you
wait
go.
to have him back out.
So KG lived it. So what else can you do there, guys? What else can we do to tell you? SharonsHeating.com.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
All right, guys, let's talk about something that takes your chill game to the championship level. That'd be Gold Crown. You know the slogan, smoke like royalty. Gold Crown is a Michigan brand through and through with some of the finest cannabis products in the state, whether it's their Crown Jewel gummies packed with flavor and effects that'll keep you vibing, or their infused jester pre-rolls that hit harder than a Lions linebacker. Gold Crown is all about giving you top shelf quality without the royal price tag. All rise for the reign of royal highs, only with Gold Crown.
All right, back at it. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, DMAC back here in the house. KG, Spencer, Raxer, all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. Sandy 13 Wings. I will be taking the job of OC. All right, Sandy, let's
Shout
go.
out Sandy.
Yeah,
Let's
absolutely.
go.
Get that run game working, girl.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. Absolutely, 1,000,000%. So, also in the Woodward Sports chat thread, the Dundada. Y'all better leave Miss Sandy alone. No, we need her. If she's going to be the OC, shout out to you, Sandy.
Right.
Good to see you here in the chat. The DJC, if we hire Blough, Sound Booth Nick might jump off the Ren set.
Oh, no.
If he hasn't yet,
That's
he's not
a
going
fact,
to.
bro.
Nah, he was not happy.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Nick would crash out for sure.
But wait a minute.
Crash out Koloff. That's what he
Oh,
does.
man.
But isn't there untapped potential in David Blough? You know, a lot like a Michigan quarterback.
Could
Oh,
be.
here we go.
Did
You
Dave,
leave
how
Nick
many
alone.
how many touchdowns did David Blough throw for the Cardinals? Was it over 9?
What if he threw 9?
I think. Let me check.
Oh, yeah.
I hate y'all so much.
Oh, if it's 9, Spent.
Oh,
if it's
I
9,
know.
KG,
I knew you going to lose. I
Don't
know.
let it be 9.
No,
You go get your
it's
shit
2.
off. I know.
It was 2.
Ah! Did he have a year where he threw 9?
No, I think that's his highest career.
Oh,
No.
Okay, he threw 4 for Detroit in 2019 in 5 games. He had 984 yards, 4 touchdowns, 6 picks.
Okay.
Woof.
How many career touchdowns?
6. Oh, wait. No.
Stop trying, Spence.
Does he have
Stop
any
trying.
rushing touchdowns? Let's see.
Stop trying.
Come on.
No, Neal don't count the rushing touchdowns. Remember
3.
that.
He has
don't
1
count
rushing
those.
touchdown, so he
All
has
right,
7
check it
career
out.
touchdowns.
The good
All right.
boy, the good side
Oh,
wins
wait, no,
again.
no rushing touchdowns.
So he had 6 6 passing touchdowns in his career.
Yeah, in 7 games started.
Yeah, go ahead.
Really?
Figure it out.
Really? So how many games did Bryce play to throw 9?
I think it
I knew he
was
was going
10.
to turn it this way.
You're more likely to get a David Blough passing touchdown in a game than you are a Bryce
knew he
Underwood
was
passing
gonna find a
touchdown in
way.
a game. Think about that for a minute.
Acknowledge me.
I knew you was going to find a way. It's my guy,
I'll
man.
find a way.
KG, do you dispute that math?
Nope, get it off. Get it off, man. You got it, big dog.
All right.
You did a lot of work for that one. I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah, he did.
He
He was
reached to
digging
the
for that
depths
one
for
for
that
sure.
one.
There's a comment in there from Todd Kissinger.
Yeah.
He is replying. I thought it was a good one. He was replying to Dan Campbell's comments in the video we just listened to. He said, doing restaurant commercials isn't sharpening the sword. So
That's
we
right.
can blame Applebee's.
Blame Applebee's.
Clearly, that's the answer.
No, don't
You're
look
to
at
blame,
me.
too.
Don't look at me.
Bernstein
Don't blame me.
commercials.
Sure, we record those way before the season. We got them on the back. I said do them in the bank for
Why,
like 2
why
years.
aren't we analyzing free agent tape?
You know
why are we
what?
doing commercials with D-Mac for
Applebee's
Bern-
on a date night.
You
That
did
is
this.
true.
Is it my fault?
It is your fault.
I'll tell you what.
I'll take responsibility.
Applebee's half price app.
I'll have a talk with the coach next time and just say, hey, you know what?
What are you
I'll
doing
take
here?
over
Can you
more.
just say no? What are you doing?
Absolutely.
Go
Absolutely.
get your head in the tape room.
But I think it's more the Applebee's than it is the insurance. I'm just saying.
Blame Applebee's.
He had multiple, too. It wasn't just one commercial. It was different versions of the commercial.
Me and my boy Billy used to hit Applebee's like twice a week.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T, Neal.
Yes.
You get in there after 7 o'clock or something like that, half price apps. Oh,
Applebee's get a bad rap.
it
bro.
does.
They
It's-
always been clutch.
It's
bro.
a chain. It's a chain restaurant. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't have food like Art and Jake's. But if you're waiting for somebody to get done at the mall or something, I don't know. There's
You're
normally
right.
an Applebee's right there. If you're leaving the
Underrated
Secretary
bar
of
spot.
State, there's normally an
Underrated
Applebee's
bar
right there.
spot.
Yeah, solid bar.
And Spenny, you'll use this. Their bar usually closes like at midnight or 11.
Yeah.
As you get older, you'll appreciate that.
Yep. Last call at 11:15.
Get home.
Wow. Okay.
And they was the first ones let you take to go from the bar.
True.
That is also
Yeah.
true. Woodward Sports chat thread. Rodney Smiley. Neal, can you stop hating on Michigan football team? Does Oakland University have a football team? We had a club football team that won the club football national championship
There
that
you
beat
go.
Ohio State's club football team for the national championship. And our quarterback had more than 9 passing touchdowns.
Oh. Applebee's has rats.
You're right.
Mr. Jiggles, dude.
Ricky Bobby's dad, yeah.
Why don't we go get thrown out of an Applebee's?
There was one thing I want to touch on with you, Spencer, and because we talked about uncomfortable conversations, and I know that he's your guy. So we're going to do we've done a little test run, D-Mac, of are we prepared to be uncomfortable? It's been a resounding no. We are not prepared.
Not at all.
David, just say David Blough's name and
Everyone starts losing their minds.
Yeah, everyone goes crazy.
Yeah.
Right? One way or the other. Tate Ratledge spoke with the media on the way out.
He did.
Correct?
He did.
I'm curious to hear this. We have it, right?
We do.
Let's hear from Tate Ratledge on his way out.
I mean, I have no idea. I mean, whatever the team needs, and that's what I'm going to do.
There's not many guys in the NFL who play center and play it well who never played it in college. There's a couple. I think like BB comes to mind, maybe Brewer with the Dolphins. So you think about reaching out to those guys and seeing what allowed them to make that
I mean, there's
transition?
definitely some people I would reach out to once if it's solidified that I'm playing center that I got to get some help from. But like I said, I've been a guard my whole life, so it'll definitely be a change up.
Is that part of your exit meeting, kind of figuring out where you play, or is that a decision for later on?
I mean, I think it's a decision for later on, but I'm going to prepare. I'm going to snap. I'm going to do stuff at right guard, do stuff at center, so just be prepared for whatever.
All right, so that was Tate Ratledge talking about the whole center situation. So, Spenny, going back to what my big takeaway is from the offseason, is Tate Ratledge prepared to be a center in the NFL this year? Is he good enough to be a center in the NFL week 1 next year?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Not for the Lions.
So then we don't have time.
Yeah, I want to sign somebody. I want Tate at guard, and I want to sign somebody. And then you have my game plan to fix the offensive line is you sign a veteran center. You have Tate at right guard. You have Miles and you have Christian Mahogany battle it out for left guard, and then you draft a tackle if Decker retires. And that's what you ride with.
So, D-Mac, Spencer Raxter passed the test. That's his guy. Bottom line. Because I kind of side with Spenny, and it's no disrespect to Tate Ratledge, right? Mm-hmm. Like you're drafted into this situation, and he says all the right things, and he seems like he seems like a good enough dude. And we saw flashes of him play really well.
Right,
we saw him struggle to start.
Yeah.
Which this is a man's league and a veterans league and stuff.
People don't realize how hard it is to change positions either. You look at Penei Sewell, he was able to do it, but it's an entirely different situation.
Yeah, but I think, and I don't know, but going from left tackle or to right tackle or whatever is a lot easier. I think what we just got is something that we never understood because of the centers that we've had here. And even Dominic Raiola, who was here for a long time before, is how hard that position is to play.
Yeah.
Right? And
we just took it for granted.
And it seems like it's like the veteran guy. Now, yes, there have been there's been different guys that have come in and been able to do it on some teams, but it really leads to say that you need that veteran presence. If they're gonna go out and get a free agent, we're always talking about defensive ends and safety or corners and stuff like that. What about a center? Mm-hmm. That when you go out there and put your money on a center that can be here. And I don't know who's out there spending. I don't know if there's guys that you'd be looked to, but you need somebody with experience. Just seems like the way offenses are and everything else. And what did we see this year? It really affected us in our running game. So I would, just like we were talking about, yeah, I can understand going with the league with the younger OC, veteran DC, but you need that veteran center, I think, with that quarterback. So to me, it even proves with the young quarterbacks in the league that center is still even more important.
And you're looking at, I just pulled up the free agents, that are centers in the league right now. In terms of, if you want to separate them by, market value, mm-hmm. which is what Spot Track does, which i.e. is how much will the guy cost. They have Tyler Lindbaum's market value at $18 million per year.
Give him 20.
They have Connor McGovern, who is Buffalo center. Mm-hmm. It has his market value at about $16.5 million per year.
Give him 18.
He's a little bit older. He's
Mm-hmm.
28. Cade Mays in Carolina, he's 12 and some change. And that's pretty much about it. You have Ethan Pochik as well. He's 30 and a half years old for Cleveland. His market value is about 11 and some change. Those are pretty much your double-digit center guys. Sean Ryan in Green Bay, he's a free agent. His market value is about $6.5 million. So D-Mac, I think that, and I've never pounded the table and said Brad Holmes needs to sign X. Never. But we've also never been in this spot before.
There you go.
Where there is a have to need. We are in a Super Bowl window. We do not have a center on the roster. A center by trade, right? We do not have
They've
one.
all converted centers.
We don't have time now. The clock is ticking. Make no mistake. We don't have time to go draft. Even if it's the best center in the draft, we don't have time to learn about him. Where he doesn't have time to learn on the job. It's not that way now. I've never pounded the table in free agency. Never. But this is different. You have to skip the line on this one, and you have to go get a center. And
preferably one of the better ones on the market.
They're there. And whatever that looks like, it's time. It's time to adjust the philosophy. It's time to look at the clock, understand the win. And I know when we're not in windows, we don't deal in windows. I understand that. We don't have time now. We don't have time. This position has to be addressed. If we learned anything, it has to be addressed. You want to go the other tackle route? Look, I even cringe when Spencer says, and if Taylor Decker retires, you draft a tackle and you roll out. That's a tackle we're talking about, man.
Yeah, exactly. Jared Goff's blind side, by the way.
Yeah, which, I mean, you
can
flip,
yeah.
You can flip them and do that route. I understand that. But I cringe even at that. So are we going to run a rookie center and a rookie tackle? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough.
It's Super Bowl time, man. At some point, you have to go break the bank. And I'm not one that's been critical of Brad only signs his guys. I haven't been critical of that because they're all good players.
Yeah.
Panay Sewell's a good player. Aiden's a good player.
Yeah.
Gibbs is a good, they're all good players. Any one of them that gets signed, I'm with.
Panay can't be your only vet on the offensive line.
Tyler Lindenbaum's a good player.
Very good player.
One of the best players, if not the best players at that position. You got to go crack the bank open and do it, man.
And his head coach just got fired.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm looking at Sam Laporta, and I'm looking at Jack Campbell. Call your boy. Call your boy and be like, hey, we see John just got fired. Why don't you come over here and join us? We got some Iowa guys. We have a good rah-rah head coach.
All right.
Neal's even turned around on the Iowa guys.
Go call your boy.
If they sign Linderbaum, I'll wear an Iowa T-shirt on the show.
Linebackers, tight ends, offensive linemen from Iowa, I'm good.
In the league.
Yes.
Money.
In the league.
Money.
And return guys.
Yeah.
Just don't ask for no win a big game.
Second, yeah.
Correct.
Or a quarterback
in college.
Defensive backs, they've had some good guys here.
Yeah, good guys here or there.
Yeah.
No doubt. I'm pounding the table for it, man. D-Mac,
Like
it's time
that
to go.
is it. That's this year's or this offseason sort of
critical,
right? That's number one, because what did we see? Not only with the injuries and the sort of trying to fill in the ineptitude. Look at what happened to our running game. Right? Which the run defense and the running game, it was not Detroit Lions, Dan Campbell football. So they got to get, if they're going to get that grit, that ground, and that's where it starts. It starts in the trenches, right? What is always you talk about? Pushing it one way, pushing it the other way. And what happened? We got pushed more than we did.
More than we pushed.
Shout out, before we go to break, just a real quick pop in. Michigan State landed Hank Fraley's son as their next center. So,
okay.
Shout out.
Yeah, Trent Fraley. He was all FCS at North Dakota State last year. And so
hopefully they have better luck with the North Dakota State guy this year than they did last year.
Shout out. And, I mean, the center was good last year, but, yeah. I like that sign. That offensive lines look pretty good now. That guy we got from UConn's a fucking monster.
Bring him home.
Monster.
You talk about identity. I get the vibes from you that Michigan State's kind of going back to the identity a little bit.
Oh, yeah, dude. What do you mean? You got to do it. And you bring in Max Bulla to be a psycho on the defense, too.
Yeah.
Joe Rossi's a psycho as well. You got to do it. You smash mouth, man. We're Big Ten as it gets. You're not going to win with a West Coast team in Michigan State. You can do it at Ohio State. You can do it at Michigan. You can do it at Indiana. You're not doing it at Michigan State.
You do, but if you're Michigan, though, you do need more than 9 passing touchdowns from the quarterback, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That normally helps. Unless you have a running back like Blake Corum, go for 30 touchdowns or whatever he had.
Yeah, but even then, your quarterback required more than 9 passing touchdowns.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. I'm salty.
Aiden Childs is going to Northwestern, not Nebraska, Mike G.
Yeah.
He's not good enough to be Nebraska's starting quarterback.
Absolutely. Teachwort, no Tate Ratledge makes mental mistake, which I'm cool with. Dude was a rookie, 2nd-round pick.
Yeah.
I'm cool with.
I'm pretty sure he had, I don't know how many it was exactly, but I know it's over 5, where he had 5 weeks of a 0.0 pressure percentage allowed. And he was the best pass blocking rookie offensive lineman this year.
Yeah, I no issues with
I think Tate's going to be a stud. I think next year he's going to be really fucking good.
Yeah,
and that's with a rotation at center next to him as well, what he did this year.
I hope that Travis doesn't do me dirty on this, and it
he will
comes across. There is no Tate. Love Tate Ratledge.
Yeah.
Grew a lot. Was bad in the first game. You know who would probably tell you that?
Tate Ratledge.
Tate Ratledge.
He said that was probably the worst game of football he's ever played in his life.
So he did tell you that.
Yeah.
So there you go. I'm not making that up. So, all right, let's go to the break. It's a top 5 Wednesday. Top 5 things to get you through the winter. And then we gotta talk about the Pistons.
It's a good one.
Sound like a good one?
Hell yeah, we gotta talk about the Pistons.
I came up with that one right off the rip,
that was
right
good.
off the dome, man. Because I was feeling desperate. I need help. That's the premise of it. I need help. I hate this time of year.
Yeah.
Hate it. Once that Christmas tree goes away.
Yeah, there's nothing to look forward to after Christmas.
No, there's not.
Except for spring.
That's it. That's all there is.
You can look forward to Mad Packs. All you got to do is go to
do.
Get Mad. I do every single day.
I'm trying to tell you.
Make sure you go to getmadpacks.com to find a store near you carrying the best products of the game. You heard of the high-lows? You heard of the Boom Shakalakas? Now they've got their own line of concentrates. And listen, it's not middleman. It's not this guy making it there and then shipping it here. No, they got their own facility where they're creating their own concentrates. So you know it's the best quality and you know it does the job. Go to getmadpacks.com to find a store near you today. Mad flavor, mad high. Mad Packs.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports. Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
Neal Ruhl here for Buddy's Pizza. Final days of the free 4-square one-topping pizza when you buy $50 in Buddy's gift card. For every $50 Buddy's gift card purchase, you get a free 4-square one-topping pizza. You bought all the gifts for everybody, so you already know. So here's what I would do. I go to Buddy's, probably 5 or 6 times a year. So what I did was I pre-bought the gift cards and got free 4-square one-topping pizzas. That's the move. That's it. You guys already know Buddy's Pizza is great. They invented Detroit-style pizza. There's over 20 Buddy's locations. You guys know that. Still time, though, for pizza, love, and joy. Go to buddyspizza.com. All right, coming down the stretch, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, KG, Spencer Raxter. I'm salty in the chat. Get a real center, please. I think that's pretty much the consensus, everyone. That is where we're at. All right, D-Mac, it is Wednesday. I come to the people, I come to my friends, you guys, and I look for guidance. This is a time of despair for me. Today is actually a revelation. I understand it's going to be in the 40s the rest of the week.
Yep.
Feel like I'm stealing something here.
It's awesome.
I hate the winter time.
Me too.
Hate it.
I second it.
Hate it.
Yeah, anybody that says the winter's better than the summer is just lying.
They're coping or they're lying or whatever. So I came up with this top 5 list. Top 5 things to get you through the winter. So I want to hear what you guys have to say and see if any of your strategies I can implement into my life for quote-unquote surviving the winter. Fair enough?
That is fair.
All right, so here we go. Spencer Raxter. In the chat, Johnny Sava. How many draft picks does Green Bay have? They have no first-rounders the next 2 years, right?
Correct.
There you go. They traded them for Parsons. All right, Spencer Raxter. Your top 5 things to get through winter.
My top 5 things to get through winter. At number 5, I have a lot of weed. That is an essential. Got to have it. Yeah, it keeps you warm, keeps you feeling good. I got a lot of weed at number 5. At number 4, I have the random 50 or 60 degree day. Kind of like we're feeling right now. We're not there yet. But you wake up on a random Tuesday and you hear the birds chirping and you can open the windows and it feels great.
You just get a little taste.
Little taste of what's to come. Love that.
I like that one.
At number 3, I got the auto start. Need the auto start on the car. What am I going to be, some jabroni and run out there in my underwear to start my car before I get in the shower in the morning? Like, no. You just hit it on the phone, hit it on the key fob, whatever it is. Must. At number 2, I am thinking I'll be better at golf the next year. It's like I haven't put in any of the work. I haven't hit the range. I didn't get my clubs fitted. Yeah. I'm just going out there.
I don't even know where my clubs are.
Don't even know where they are. I'm just going out there when I can, gripping and ripping them. But I'm like, you know what? I ended the year last year. I broke 100 a couple times. I could do that consistently next year. Never really works, but it's the thought. Because when you're in the golf season, you're like, oh, man, I suck. But the thought of, hey, maybe I'll be better next year. And then at number 1, a hot piece of ice.
There you go.
That's number 1.
Do you need to give a disclaimer or anything like that?
No, we already did.
No, because he loves cards.
Yeah,
exactly.
I love cards. Yeah, big cards guy.
Me and Spinny have some similarities.
Thanks. All right. Very good start. Very rock solid start. I forgot about the random warm day, although I have something that's along the same lines. It is a good one, man.
Yeah.
It just I have it, but in reverse. It's weird. All right, KG, your top 5 things that get you through. Wait a minute. The Ski Mask boy says you don't get as high when it's cold. D-Mac, can you comment on that?
Shit.
I mean, you just got to smoke more.
Cold.
Right. Smoking the wrong shit, cuz.
That's a good point. No, it's you
it
don't
kills
get
your
enough
high
in you, right? It kills your time and enjoying it and whatever. So to the point, you got to be more effective. Got to be more
dedicated.
Yeah.
More dedicated, because that's a good point.
All right, KG, your top 5 things to get you through the winter.
All right, mine ain't as creative, but at number 5, hoodies and thermal clothing. Look, if I got to dress like an outlaw from back in the Western days with the long johns, I don't give a fuck, bro. I got to be warm because if I'm cold, my body just shuts down. At number 4, hot coffee and hot cocoa. Just got to have the hot beverages on deck. Normally in the summer, I'm an iced coffee guy, but soon as that weather gets to turning, I got to have my hot stuff.
I got to do a better job. I'm iced coffee year round.
Yeah, and I'm not mad at that, but on days where it sucks outside, it just don't hit the same.
Love a hot coffee.
Oh, yeah, hot coffee, baby, all day. At number 3, my beautiful wife. This is known as cuffing season, and it's always better when you get that little extra warmth in bed, if you feel where I'm coming from.
I got you.
And shout out to my wife. She cooks me nice, warm meals to come home to.
That's why I need a wife, man.
I'm trying to tell you, it's nothing like it, man. I love my
leave
baby.
these hoes alone and find a wife.
Yeah, man. Shout out my baby at home. At number 2, marijuana and marijuana accessories. Yeah,
it's a standard fixture on KG's list, no matter the subject.
I'm trying to tell you, man. I need weed in order to go out in that shit. I need motivation, and the weed is the motivation. And at number 1, PlayStation, because in the winter I'm in the house any fucking way. So I need something to entertain me, and this is entertainment all year round.
That's a good one.
Rock solid. This one's turned out pretty good, man.
Yeah,
I like this one.
Thank you.
The mental battle to know, like when it's like a 10 below wind chill day, the place you have to go, you have to be like an NFL player. You know, I always talk about you got to like change. Like D-Mac, I've said that about you guys. When you open those boards and you step out on that ice, you have to go to a different space. I feel that when I have to walk outside when there's a wind chill below 0, man. I hate it. Combat legs Vigs. A random 60-degree day is so real. Shane Daniel, the random Florida trip in February before spring break starts. Yeah, if you can
could afford
make that
it,
work, yeah, that's definitely a go-to. Cuffing season, LOL.
Winter is cuffing season, man.
That
I ain't
is
trying to be
true.
out here dangling in the cold by myself.
Darren McCarty, as a Canadian, I'm really counting
Let's
on
get
your
one
wish.
thing straight, all right? I'm Canadian. I played hockey. I hate the cold.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, but
You're
I
a top
mean,
5 list.
like, Jesus.
At least you worry about it.
Absolutely. Number 5, snow gear. So whether it's boots, coats, the hat,
the toques,
whatever, gloves,
I
whatever.
hate that
all
extra
of that,
time it takes to gear up.
That's you just got.
It's necessary though.
You got to have it there. You got to go. I think like you got to have boots for sure. You know, with
That's
all
true.
the muck and all that stuff, because you don't want to get a soak. The worst thing you get a soak of your.
Wet feet hurt. I hate wet feet.
Yeah.
So, number 2, I do a ton of driving, and that window de-icer, there's nothing worse than driving in the bad weather when you don't have any juice.
Oh, yeah.
And your windshield, and you got to put
Good
your
call.
head, open the window down or whatever like that. So
Dump the water on it. out the
whatever
window.
it
Yeah.
takes, right? Like pulling over. So that, along that, guys nailed it. The auto car start.
Yeah.
Like that's a must here.
Yes.
Right. Like I mean, I'm one of those people that like gets out and makes sure before the last thing I do after I get out of the car at night is make sure everything's reset to where I want it in the morning. So when I get in, it's a sauna.
Yeah.
Number 2, and I'll give credit to Cheryl McCarty because this is her bring to the relationship, the electric blanket.
Oh yeah, the wives be
the
knowing,
electric
man.
blanket,
Yeah.
like whatever, and any that
It's
goes to the
cooking in
comforters
there.
of that. But once you go electric blanket,
You
in
won't
the
go
winter,
back.
dude.
I
because
haven't done it yet.
You do it.
So
Seriously.
my big thing, right, is and it's not like laying on the. I have a sort of a chair, but my feet get cold.
Yep.
Right, but I have electric blanket that I turn on and wrap my feet sort of in. It's like
Neal, it
it's the
changed your
greatest
life.
feeling. You got to try it. You got to try it. And
You
number
can put
1,
it up
you
in
guys
the
nailed
summer.
it.
It's gonna make me softer though, right? Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
a
gonna
little
make
bit.
it work. Like
Hey,
it's
we're
gonna
not
be
worried
worse.
about
So
winter
take the
time
armor.
about being soft. It's about being warm.
Surviving.
You know, the summer's for being hardcore. All right,
I gotta
you
be a
get
dog,
through.
more of a dog about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I see
you
what
got to
you're
be
saying.
like, this is what it is, because nothing like it. And then number 1, weed. Gets
Oh, yeah.
everything. So that's always number 1.
Woodward
Thank
Sports
God.
chat thread.
Indoors in the warmth.
I
What are
need
you
to
gonna
be
do?
high to go out in negative 10 degrees. Like
I haven't done it in the house yet. I've been porching it the whole time, but
Wait, what?
yeah, last week.
Spitty is show crib.
I
Fuck
know,
that,
I
man.
know. I got the air purifier now too, so
Yes,
I'm probably
it's a necessity, bro. You got to, bro.
Woodward Sports Super Chat, Dante 151, 5 video games, 4 movies, 3 Sun Cruisers. There you go.
There you go.
Number 2, hot chocolate. Number 1, AEW, aka All Elite Wrestling.
Shout
Can't
out.
wait for tonight. That's still on the air, huh?
Yo, hell yeah, bro. I told you they're growing. They're just never going to be WWE, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Would you say they're sort of heating back up again? And
Yeah, they had a
finding
dead
more?
period.
Because I know the venues they're going to, because I pay
Well,
attention to stuff like
no, I
that.
get
The
you.
venue suggests that it hadn't been going
No,
well.
no, no,
lately.
no. But
I'll tell you.
here's talk about it right. They outshot to what they truly are. The venues that they're in now is where they should be
Exactly.
to what they are performing to the crowd. Because now that's why they're heating back up, because they're playing in 3, 5, 7, 8,000.
Yeah.
You don't have to be the WWE, and I think that they've sort of started figuring out is that they're not.
Yeah.
So don't try to be it. Just be that.
And Neal, they got a solid TV deal. It's probably gonna grow from here now that Netflix is taking over every fucking thing. Like I'm telling you, you
And
gotta pay
MJF's
attention.
the champ again, so I mean, just to hear him chirp is
Yeah, I
is
love
epic.
MJF, man.
Yeah, me too.
Side list in the super chat. Number 1, Mad Packs. 2
Shout
to
out.
4, drink. That number 5, that trip to the store for things you only sort of need. That's the most dangerous trip in the world for the adrenaline.
That's fair.
Neal will be the only one without weed on his list, but I'll go in a different direction.
Hey, for everybody, it's okay.
Yeah.
LeBron, 03 in the super chat. I live in Houston, so winter doesn't set in until late January till middle February. But a hot piece of ace is needed all year long.
Facts.
LOL.
Oh, yeah.
That Veronica Vaughn is one hot piece.
Hoyle was right the whole time.
Yep.
All right, without any further ado, my top 5 things to get me through the winter time. Look at that. Yeah.
You look so much like your son in that picture. It's crazy.
Yeah, you do.
Absolutely. Number 5 for me, thinking of the last warm day, I can tell you with great accuracy every year where I've been in my last warm day because I knew it. This year, because I knew it I look at the weather like ahead, and like that last day it's going to be 70.
Yep.
I walk outside and I'm like, and I like take it in,
Yep.
you know, and I mentally take note of everything that's going on. For this year, because Detroit City FC went far into the playoffs, I had to go down to Lauderdale, and it was in the middle of November. And I just walked outside when I got out of the TV studio, and I went to the outside bar and sat outside and had a drink and looked around. I still remember the moon was off to this side. Like, I remember all of it.
You get hit with the breeze and it's just cold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
100%. 100%. Number 4, I got to do a better job of the mental toughness, D-Mac. You exposed it. You know, you talked about it. I got to be more of a dog and just be like, hey, man, it's air.
Yeah, fuck this weather.
Yeah.
You ain't going to control me.
Yeah, 100%. I do it working out. I do it running distances all the time. I thrive on it. But when it's cold, man.
It changes.
I don't want it. Number 3, spring training. It's weird, I know. Spring training gets me through winter because now we're like 30 days away from it, and then it's going to start.
Yeah.
And then they show that first game on TV, and then I watch it for about an inning. And then I'm out of it.
I'm not mad at that. And if you weren't in Michigan, it would actually be spring.
Yeah.
See, Michigan has extended winter.
Yeah.
So
Correct.
Yeah.
Winter
Correct.
2, Electric Boogaloo.
Number 2, the NFL playoffs. It's so much better. I remember when we went to the NFC Championship game. Do you remember how fast that winter went by?
Yeah, that's true.
It was incredible.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
And I can only imagine, like, if you go to the Super Bowl, it takes you to spring training.
Yeah.
So I said I've been too hurt to watch, so I haven't watched it, you know, like the last week. I'll tap back in for the playoffs. I will. Like,
yeah, of course. It's football, man.
Yeah, 100%. And number 1, Bourbon Fridays. Like, bourbon in general.
Yep.
I drink it all winter long, you
Warms
know.
you up.
It warms you up, man, 100%. So, yeah, it was good. Adiz, only Neal would have his favorite drink bourbon. There's a lot of
I knew bourbon was going to be on the list.
Oh,
That's
for
a given.
100% it
That's
was.
a given.
All right, you ready to take the last break? There's a Pistons thing I want to do when we come back.
Yes, sir.
All right, where are we going?
Let's double up. Let's do Wicked Pickle and Loom. So let me tell you about Wicked Pickle. Listen, this is your last chance to register for the Woodward Sports Pickleball Open. Make sure you tap in now while you still can. Go to pickleballtournaments.com to register. It's on Friday. The heavyweights will be broadcasting live there, and then we're doing a whole event to kick off a weekend of pickleball fun. So check it out on pickleballtournaments.com. It's Wicked Pickle in Westland. And D-Mac, what about Loom?
Absolutely. What about Loom? Winter's got Michigan buzzing, and Loom is back with 2 brand new flavors. My favorite, the orange or the lemon lime buzzing. Try them today, crisp, smooth, and perfectly buzzed at 7.5 milligrams THC, or crank it up with the Buzzin' Max 100 milligrams cherry, strawberry, watermelon. Just ask Justin how those hit.
Oh, yeah.
Locale, hangover free, all Michigan made. Find them now at loom.com or any of Loom's 41 locations. Remember to use code WSN30 to get 30% off your entire order.
Get ready for the ultimate sports experience. Join former University of Michigan star and NFL sensation Braylon Edwards alongside the charismatic Shep.
Braylon Edwards, touchdown Michigan!
As they break down the latest in sports like never before. Tune into the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Touchdown, Braylon Edwards!
Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m. only on the Woodward Sports Network. Don't miss out on hot topics, insider insights, and the banter that keeps you coming back for more.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Mr. Vapor Soar is a next generation cannabis vape brand engineered for control, consistency, and clean delivery. The product line utilizes cutting edge tech and streamlined design to meet the demands of experienced cannabis consumers. Introducing the all new premium 3 gram, yes, 3 gram disposable THC vape, available in Berry Skittles, Blueberry Gelato, Bombsicle OG, Lemon Haze, Lush Ice, Phantom Punch, Rainbow Runch, Strawberry Satori, and Vanilla Kush. Available in a dispensary near you. Find the store locator map online at www.mrvaporsore.com. Follow them on Instagram at mr.vaporsore.
What about Lady Jane's?
What about Lady Jane's? Walk into any Lady Jane's haircuts for men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, enjoy a haircut, scalp massage, hot lather, neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of the talented stylists. Take advantage of the $20 haircut specialist. Scan the QR code up there in the corner. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. Lady Jane's haircuts for men. Wicked awesome.
All right, D-Mac on one on the ad reads. Final segment of the show. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal, Ruhl, Darren, McCarty, KG, Spencer Rax for all of you. DNC, ENT, no NBA, NHL trade deadline love. DNC, we got plenty of time for that, my friend. I think I'm going a little higher level about that. Keith Gallardo, you people don't know the privilege that being cold is. I've been wearing shorts and T-shirts, sweating at work in January here in Tucson. This is hell. Keith, I'll trade spots with you right now.
Any day of the week.
Right now, bro. Right now, and be happy. Steve O'Baby, Neal, the best thing about winter is playing video games, watching Netflix, and watching Woodward Sports. Appreciate it.
Shout out.
Baby. Shout out to you.
And again, I know nobody cares about this, but I'm going to get my shit off. Michigan State just got a couple of damn good transfer running backs. They got Cam Edwards from UConn, 1,240 yards and 15 touchdowns in 2025. And they got Gavin Sawchuk, who was 6.2 yards per carry at Oklahoma and 4.5 at Florida State. And they got, like I said, Hank Fraley's son, that goon-ass left tackle from UConn. Yeah. And they got a meatball guard from and Notre Dame starting linebacker just entered the portal. He's probably going to come join Max Bulla in East Lansing. So
shout out.
Fitz is working his magic.
Boy, imagine if I came up here and talked about Michigan transfers. How well that would go on this show.
Michigan's had some great transfers too, man.
Yeah.
Did they just lose somebody too, Michigan?
I believe so.
Yeah, there's a couple. Yeah. Everybody important said their stand. They lost Mangum. He left Michigan State to go to Michigan. Didn't play at Michigan. And now he's leaving.
Did they have a linebacker or something? Just go to
Oklahoma?
Yeah.
He did. Okay.
Yeah.
So he'll be playing at the big house.
Probably.
Yeah. There you go. Stephen A. Smith yesterday. Or was it yesterday? This morning.
I think it was yesterday.
Stephen A. Smith yesterday.
Yeah, we got the video too.
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no. Stephen A. Smith talked about the Pistons yesterday.
Detroit can win the championship. The Detroit Pistons, as presently constructed, could win the chip. They got athleticism, they got defense, they got perimeter shooting, and they have a closer. Yeah. Cade Cunningham is that dude. And J.B. Pickens can coach, okay? I'm telling you, something special is brewing in the Motor City. And this is the reason why I'm so worried about them. I see teams elevating and getting good all the time. These brothers want the Knicks. They would actually be disappointed if they went to the finals and they didn't have to go through New York to do it. They want these brothers. I mean, JB comes here in off season. Yes, he does. On this show, he we ain't losing to them. He's losing again. I mean, you just see the fire in them. I mean, they ain't playing. And they're not playing. And so they sent the message to the Knicks last night. We coming for y'all. Mm-hmm. We coming for y'all. So guess what? I'm very worried.
As he should be.
As he should be.
Can they win the championship?
The way that they're constructed and the way that they're playing now and the consistency or whatever, they stay healthy, why not? Why not?
I still doubt it.
They are one of the top teams in the league legitimately, right?
They are.
Not just record-wise, but day in, day out, what we've talked about, what they've brought to it. I mean, it's legit.
I still fear it a little bit.
Well, here's the one thing, and if you want to keep your verdict out because there's still time to go, is what other moves are going to be made, or what happens here if they solidify with some of the guys you've been talking about that you want. That makes it what's one of the best things about this team? It's depth.
No, for sure.
Right, it's depth. I mean, that they can go deep and they want to go deep in the way that they play. So. Yeah, Neal, I think it's as legit as anything is around here.
I still fear it because in the NBA playoffs, defenses get tighter, and it kind of seems like you need more than just one go-to scorer. And I worry for Cade because if defenses can lock in on Cade in the playoffs, and let's say he has an inefficient night, who's really going to pick up that slack? At one point, we thought it could be Jaden Ivey, but he's, I'd say he's doing well on the bench. I don't think you're going to make that change. If Duncan Robinson can't be that guy, and he's a shooter, he can be streaky. If he can't be that guy, I'm not sure if Jalen Duren's ready to take on that second scoring load. So I just really worry if they were to get that deep into the playoffs. Let's say you run into OKC Thunder. They have a plethora of options. You got J-Dub, you got Chet Holmgren. You got other options besides just Shai Gilgeous. I don't know, if the Pistons lack that, I don't know if they could actually win the championship.
But Kenny, but that's what you're talking. What you're saying is, hey, the NBA champs or the team that you think is going to win the finals or be in the finals, like you be there, right? When you match up against them, how is that going to look? But the fact that you can get there means you're better than anything else. You're talking, legit. So worst case, what? Top 4 in the league?
It's just like they'll need stuff to go right. Like a lot of stuff to go right.
Beef Stew's got to stay healthy.
Yeah.
Like they would beat the Knicks last year if Stew was healthy.
Yeah, that's a non-negotiable. It's just people are saying this, but then when you look at like I go by odds, it doesn't tell you everything, but it's a window into the true opinions of where people are at. The Pistons are 20-1 to win the NBA championship. Still 20-1 behind Denver.
Still have better odds, right?
Behind Denver, OKC's even money though. Just to put this in relation,
right?
Yeah,
OKC is even money to win the championship. They're behind OKC, Denver, the Knicks, the Rockets, the Spurs, the Celtics.
Spurs,
yes.
A lot of people believe in the Spurs, man. But Wemby got to stay healthy.
Wemby's got to stay healthy.
And play more than 20 minutes in a game.
Exactly.
Even though he had 30 points in those 20 minutes.
I really, really hope we get. I want to see Wemby in the finals for sure, but I don't think he's ready for that just yet this year. I really want Houston and OKC in the Western Conference Finals, man. That would be such an insane series.
It would. But most of those teams you named have a second scoring option, a legitimate one. And I don't think the Pistons have a legitimate one just yet.
Yeah, no doubt.
Before we get out of here, I do want to tease this. We're talking about it. I saw a tweet out there. We're going to talk about it later on Heavyweights. Someone put a tweet out there. I got the tweet to put up on Heavyweights to give them their credit, but they phrased it the perfect way I've seen it. You're telling me it could be Tobias Harris, Jaden Ivey, and 2 first-round picks for a finals appearance. Because that's apparently what Trey Murphy and Herb Jones are going to cost, is 2 first-round picks plus some.
I've heard that. There's no way they would take just that. There's no way somebody wouldn't come with something better than that. No way. Namely, OKC.
Yeah, but they can't afford Trey Murphy. They
can if they want to.
They can if they want to.
No, I
just to block anybody else from getting him. And
like they're at that
level. Eat the luxury tax. They could do that.
They do have a lot of picks.
That would be such bullshit. We'll give you 6 first-round picks for him.
8, 10, 12. We don't care. We can't use them.
Just so nobody else gets him this year.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, that would be so ass, dude.
But that's what happens when you have a homegrown championship team. You can afford to do shit like that.
And
the war chest in the picks.
It hasn't even fully kicked in financially yet either. Like for this is their last like Shangri-La year.
Yeah, right.
Where they have the financial bliss.
Chinese isn't his number one language.
Shangri-La.
All right.
So that's I wanted to ask the question. We'll do more on it. Matheson Rathburn, yoga pants on women.
Shout out. Yoga pants were a great invention. I'm a fan of Han Solo season. The yoga pants and the vests with the boots.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I like a good sundress. I'm a sundress man.
Sundress is
Oh, me.
Yeah. Whew. You're right there. When it gets to sundress season on Lady Jane's, it is.
Oh, man. It's a whole different place.
Yes. DNC ENT, you can't just eat the tax. They would trade Dort. No, I understand that. DNC ENT, but they can go.
They can do it if they
all
want
the
to.
way up the
Get
ladder.
4-round picks and Lou Dort for Trey Murphy.
Yeah.
Like
the Spurs can do whatever move they want to. Like if they were to go get Giannis, they could do that.
Dude, the Spurs getting Giannis would be crazy.
Man, the Monstars have assembled in San Antonio. Like
for real. Oh, that would be crazy.
Dante 151. I want the Pistons to go BTA on the Bulls tonight. I do too.
Is it at home?
Yeah.
They're going to.
No Josh Giddey for them tonight either.
Oh yeah, he's the problem.
Kobe White might go crazy though.
Kobe White's out too.
Oh shit!
It's a dub.
Start Ron Holland. Start Ron Holland. Let him go at Brazilius. Like Matas and him, they got the little thing going.
Yeah.
You know, they're friends. They played together. They got a little rivalry growing.
If you stop Vooch, it's over.
Yeah.
You just got to stop Vooch.
Yeah.
Mr. D.I. Slaughter, Pelicans say he's not available. And D.I. Slaughter, they're not taking that for him. I can't see that world. I'll be stunned if that happens. If you want him, you're gonna have to suffer a little.
Yeah, their best player. I mean, you thought it was Zion. That's really good.
Trey Murphy's a stud, man. He is an all-star.
No
like you, and
20. What's he? 21, 6, 3, 2 steals, 90% free throw shooter.
Yeah,
38 from 3.
He
doesn't foul. Doesn't like I got some stats that if you could, I'm just saying, go look at his stats throughout his career. Look at 3-point attempts and 3-point percentage. They're right next to each other. And then look at personal fouls and turnovers. They're right next to each other.
Ooh.
They're both just – it's so awesome. It's perfect.
Kajobe 1, did OKC's odds get better after getting blown out
by Charlotte?
By Charlotte, I think is what he
Who
meant
the
to
fuck
say.
cares? It's the regular season.
Yeah. Like, hey, guys, real quick, too,
They
before
are
we
a
ride
fucking
off.
juggernaut, bro.
This, like, I heard somebody say that yesterday. They're like, oh, OKC's struggling a bit now. Guys, the Pistons are going to go through something similar to this.
Yeah.
Just
they
so you
really
know.
just came off of something like that. It was a couple games. But,
Well, no, I mean, like, it was a West Coast trip where they lost 2 games. That
exactly.
wasn't even suffering. Like,
Right.
they're going to go through a stretch where they go 5-5. And everyone's going to be like, oh, my God, what happened?
Yeah.
You just be ready for it. It happens.
I
All right.
don't know if they go 5-5.
For DMAC, for KG, Spencer Raxter, I'm Neal Ruhl. Thanks for tapping in. Big D Energy. Well, see you later.
Peace.